Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday some event took place in Mount Kenya. And that event is definitely going to shape the politics of the mountain moving forward. The event was dubbed Men's Conference, not our usual men's conference. It was actually organized by Duo Madenge, who is a Nyeri billionaire. The event was attended by thousands and thousands of Kikuyu youths from all walks of life. Maina Njenga, chairman mwenyewe, was also present at this event. And the presence of Maina Njenga is actually causing serious political storm in the mountain because of the way the chairman was received at that event. In this video, I want us to do a critical analysis about that particular event. Because when Maina Njenga arrived, he was received like a hero. And in his speech, Maina Njenga spoke about two important things, politically speaking. The first thing he said was that he had delivered greetings from Uhuru Kenyatta, which means despite the fact that Uhuru Kenyatta is absent from the political scenes, he is in touch with Maina Njenga. And the fact that Maina Njenga said that they spoke in the morning means Uhuru and Maina are actually in contact. That's significant, politically speaking.
Na Uhuru jukua na hiyo ikaleka nimoko ya usalama ule ni betiari nako we haha na wake wete polisi ya Uhuru polisi yake ya Uhuru mshokie.
Number two, Maina Njenga also extended an olive branch to Rigathi Gachagua. He asked Rigathi Gachagua to work together with Uhuru Kenyatta. That's also significant, and importantly, the event was actually about the Kikuyu and their interest. And Maina Njenga made it very clear that they are out to protect the interest of the Kikuyu nation in the face of the cabinet reshuffle and whatever is happening within the political space. So I want us to do a critical analysis about that event. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you guys to take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to dive in. For those who've been following this channel for a long time, sometimes back, and most people actually mocked me, I opined that Maina Njenga was actually emerging as a major political factor in Mount Kenya. And then at some point, I also opined that Maina Njenga can easily become the kingpin of the mountain. I'm sure most of you guys are now in agreement that Maina Njenga is actually emerging as a factor. And from the time I did that video, a lot of things have actually happened to Maina Njenga. In April, Maina Njenga embarked on a series of political activities in the mountain. This story is important. In the mountain, he would just organize events, Youth would come, they would just sing, he would preach, then they would go. That was in April. Then in May, something happened. Maina Njenga attended the first Azimio rally in Kamkunji. And in fact, I did a critical analysis that the appearance of Maina Njenga was going to be a major political headache for William Ruto, because by that time there were these Azimio demos, but not really from the mountain. So when Maina Njenga appeared, there was the fear in Kenya Kwanza that Maina Njenga was going to be used to mobilize youths from the mountain to join those demonstrations. And as fate would have it, the same May, Maina Njenga's house in Laikipia was raided. In fact, it was twin raid, his house in Laikipia, and again the one in Lavington. And is it in Karen? And of course, you all remember how he was charged with possessing some rungus. Then it began like that. Then again in July, he was arrested. He has been like that until recently, when Maina Njenga attended a funeral service in Nyeri together with the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. And Maina Njenga actually requested for a handshake with the Rigathi Gachagua so that they could work together.
Na sisi tuko tayari kusikizana. Gavana wetu Mutai yako hapa, Namba Dirisha yuko hapa, kata Wangoko huyo na ngoko zake. Sisi tuko tayari kushikana mikono na tusalimiane kama vile kina Raila na wengine wanasalimia kati kwa nyumba.
But this was the response from Rigathi Gachagua.
You cannot have any discussion with an outlawed criminal gang. We can't. First, they must denounce violence. If they denounce violence, they denounce the criminal gang, we can have a discussion.
The government has been raising questions about the possible return of Mungiki. Are you aware of that?
I have heard them say, but I was in that organization 20 years ago, but I'm not there anymore. I do not know whether they chose another leader or not, but it is their work to do what they want. But I don't think there is something cropping up like Mungiki, because we used to have so many activities those days, meetings, going to the mountains, even we used to baptize people at night. We no longer baptize people. So things are very normal. What people are trying to do is trying to bring things that were there a long time ago, but they are no more.
They're no longer there.
Mungiki started in the 80s. So if somebody was born in 1980, 82, he's past 40 years.
Yeah.
Now they are saying that those people that are Mungiki today, they are in their 20s. It is unbelievable.
The truth of the matter is that by that time, Maina Njenga had declared himself the Kikuyu spokesman, and he had declared himself the kingpin. And Rigathi Gachagua was still feeling that he had all those powers. Yesterday, if you listened to Rigathi Gachagua's statement, where he asked questions why if the Kikuyu nation meet, then some people have problems. The issue and the question is, today if you went to Twitter, Mungiki was trending, Maina Njenga was trending because of that particular meeting. But what are some of the political implications? Because I don't want to get into Maina Njenga's issues for now, because I know politically speaking, Maina Njenga is actually moving very fast. I want us to look at the political implication of the event that took place yesterday at Kenol. Before we do that, for those who are watching the channel again for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. Ladies and gentlemen, what are some of the political implications of Maina Njenga's reception and the event in Kenol. Number one, in my view, is Mount Kenya kingpin. Now, if Maina Njenga was thinking of surrendering the kingpin to Rigathi Gachagua, I am sure that after yesterday's event, Maina Njenga is going to push forward. Because the truth of the matter is that Rigathi Gachagua is being isolated in Kenya Kwanza. And you can clearly tell from his speeches and his statements. And the fact that Maina Njenga is receiving that kind of reception means that the young generation are actually looking forward to him. I was also watching another video, and I was shocked that in that video, I think it must have been in Ruiru, Kanini Kega was actually shouted down by the residents there. I think it was another major event, and he had to be rescued by Maina Njenga. So which means something is really happening in the mountain. So Maina Njenga is now emerging as a force. Maina Njenga is now emerging as a serious political force, especially among the young generation in the Kikuyu nation. There is something which Kenya Kwanza promised them, but they are seeing it's not working. Kenya Kwanza government actually promised the Kikuyu nation some hope. They are not seeing that hope. And Maina Njenga is the only hope now they are seeing. And because in politics, power is grabbed, this is the opportunity for Maina Njenga to actually grab that power. So that's number one. Number two, I'm also seeing this particular event as the beginning of a political revolt in Mount Kenya. Basically, I'm seeing revolution against Mount Kenya. I'm seeing a revolution in Mount Kenya against Kenya Kwanza government. And if you listen to Maina Njenga's speech, the one he made, then it is clear that there's a strong feeling in Mount Kenya that their leaders are being targeted in Kenya Kwanza. That William Ruto is removing Mount Kenya from the political equation in 2027. So from this meeting, rest assured that if Kenya Kwanza and Ruto are not careful, then this is how a revolution against Kenya Kwanza government is going to begin in Mount Kenya. And once it takes its root, then Mount Kenya will now no longer be Kenya Kwanza zone. So that's the fact. Number three, in my view, I think from this event, I'm seeing Uhuru Kenyatta's political hand deep there. One thing I can't ascertain is his objective. Because, I've always said that in politics, there are two constants. That is the interest and betrayal. If Ruto and Uhuru fell out and they are bitter now, then Ruto dumps Rigathi Gachagua. It means Rigathi Gachagua is going to be bitter. And the rule of the game is that the enemy of your enemy is your friend. Then it means Rigathi Gachagua and Uhuru Kenyatta can actually come together just to fight William Ruto. So I'm not trying to link Maina Njenga to be the link between Uhuru and Rigathi in this matter. Because of course, Rigathi Gachagua himself has requested Uhuru Kenyatta for dialogue. Number four, in my view, from what I'm observing, I won't be surprised if the Kikuyu nation, at the end of the day, will decide to front a presidential candidate. And that's why it is important to study the events as they unfold in Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance. Because in Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance, we've seen the withdrawal of Mount Kenya leaders who have actually gone ahead and formed a group which they are calling Kamwene Unity Forum. So is it possible that the Kamwene Unity Forum is aware of the activities which are going on the other side, and then they'll agree to front a presidential candidate. I'm not so sure, but I don't want to rule out that possibility. And lastly, if these meetings were to proceed, then Mount Kenya as a factor in 2027 election is actually going to be reinforced. Because there is no way William Ruto will agree Mount Kenya to just live like that, and then these people to run away with it. So Mount Kenya is now going to be a major political factor, and therefore William Ruto might actually be forced to reconsider his strategy for Mount Kenya, or maybe to agree and reconcile with Rigathi Gachagua. I don't know what to think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.